All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Minnesota Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event this evening. We have some fantastic schools here today. My name is Stephanie. I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I just have a few announcements for everyone. Just a reminder, your camera and microphone are off. So our panelists cannot see or hear you, but you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time during our 45 minutes together. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so please be sure to check out the full schedule on the website. And just one more reminder, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Minnesota if you wish to rewatch it at another time. And I would like to turn everything over to our first presenter.
Awesome. Thank you. We got a little camera working there. Awesome. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. My name is Ia Yang. I am the admission counselor for St. Cloud State. Give me just 1 second here as I just share my screen here. Okay. Awesome. Well, again, welcome to St. Cloud State University. We are located in St. Cloud, Minnesota. We are a mid-sized institution. We have about 12,000 students enrolled. We actually have 3 campuses, one in St. Cloud, one in Plymouth, Minnesota, and another campus in Anwick, England. We offer 35 different education abroad program as well. We offer them in short-term and long-term. Short-term are going to be going during breaks such as summer, winter, and spring break as well, while long-term are going to be one for 1 semester to a year long. We even offer a first-year study abroad opportunity, meaning as a first-year student in England, Australia, South Africa, and Malaysia. Now, we have over 200 undergraduate programs. Our top enrolled programs currently at our university is nursing, education, business, engineering, and psychologies. And some unique programs that we actually offer to our students are meteorology, mass communication, cybersecurity, real estate, software engineering, information system, and radiology technology. So if you're really looking for a different type of programs, or even if you're undecided, we have so many that you can actually go and explore. Now, if you want to continue on with your education, we do have 50 graduate programs as well. We also offer internship opportunities and as well as research studies. We've even had crocodiles here on campus study type 1 diabetes. We've even done studies on salamanders that they actually glow under the UV light. So many great opportunities you can get here as a student. Now, our average class size is about 18 students to a classroom. We do, of course, have lecture hall courses as well, but if you're looking for that small classroom size setting, you would definitely get that here. Not only that, faculties are actually have master's degrees as well as PhDs who are actually going to be teaching these courses. Most times graduate assistants or teacher's aide, they're going to be more doing the research. We also have over 250 student-led organization as well. So we have a wide variety from sororities, nursing club, marketing club, horseback riding, fishing club. We even once had a Netflix club as well. Other ways to get involved too as well, we are actually D1 for men and women's hockey, and then D2 for all other varsity sports. Now, the great thing about this is that students actually get free game admissions to all events. Excuse me there. And as you can see, 61% of our students are actually full-time credits compared to part-time, and our main campus are going to be more female ratio to male-wise. Now, if you're wondering the cost-wise of how much to attend St. Cloud State, out-of-state undergraduate, you're going to see that's going to be that $18,010. Our tuition and fees, we are a banded tuition now. It just means that we offer a flat rate tuition for full-time students, and you can take as much credit classes as you want, and you're paying a one cost. Now, meal and housing, books and supplies, these are just our highest estimation costs. So with that, how do you get in? What's our admission? If you have a 3.0 GPA or higher, you are automatically admitted in. Anything below that, we will look at your application file as a whole. So what you really want to do is complete that online application, talk with your high school counselor so that they can send us your official high school transcripts to us. We're also a test optional school now, so we no longer require an ACT or an SAT score, and moving forward, our application is free moving forward. So you don't have to wait for that free month of October for that free application. We are actually going to be free from now on. So with that, that does end my presentation. Hopefully you learned a little bit about us today, and I will stop sharing and let my next colleague go ahead and present.
Thank you so much from St. Cloud. Awesome. Now let me share my screen here really quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, now, Paige, can you see my Alexandria Tech screen? Just want to make sure.
Nope, you had it up right the first time.
Oh, dang it. Technical difficulties. Okay, now it sounds good, right? Yes?
You're good.
All right. Okay. Well, hello, everyone. I am so glad to be here this evening. I wish we were in person, but virtual it is, right? My name is Nita, and with me tonight is Paige. We're both recruiters from Alexandria Technical and Community College. First, I'd like to share off a quick video on what it means to be a legend.
Start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Legendary plans. That future starts here. Becoming legendary means always moving forward and never settling for good enough. It means challenging norms and constantly innovating and searching for what's next. It means you have a passion and curiosity to learn and grow. Becoming legendary means rising to meet your extraordinary, almost miraculous potential. Whether you've already found your calling, like reflections in Alexandria's lakes, or you're still searching below the surface, what it takes to be legendary is already within you. You have the drive, the passion, and the possibility to be anything. Find your calling and be a legend.
Yes, and that's what we strive to be at Alexandria, being legends, right? Having that legendary start. Now let me talk a little bit about Alexandria. So Alexandria Technical and Community College, another term that we go by now is Alexandria College, is located in central Minnesota in Douglas County. We're 2 hours away from the Twin Cities and an hour and a half away from Fargo, North Dakota. We currently now have 45 programs within our 7 divisions, a 98% job placement, and a student population around 3,500 students. Within that population of students, we have half of them are online and the other half are in person. Now, what we do is we really do truly encourage our students to take part in activities and athletics while at Alexandria. This is your home away from home. And so as a city with hundreds of lakes and various of trails, we have organizations in sports such as men's and women's golf, clay target, which is trap shooting, fishing, and many, many more. By the next few years, we will be actually implementing baseball, soccer, and volleyball to our campus. And this gives us a little bit more information. So coming in 2022 and 2023. Now, with being only one out of only a few two-year colleges that offer housing, we have housing for students that is adjacent to campus, and it's right across the street. In fact, students would have their own room, share a bathroom with one other person, and a common space sharing with all 3 residents. If on campus is something you're not interested or looking for, many of our students live with family, with friends, live in lake homes, cabins, and they even live in resorts that we partner with at a discounted rate. Now, when you talk about tuition at ATCC, we will be around $197 a credit. And so an average cost for a year would be around $5,900. Just in the last year, we were able to distribute around $300,000 in scholarship funds. And we continue to discover more and more for our students. We want to make sure you're in the best hands and that college is not going to be a make it or break it for you. We want to assist you as much as we can financially and guiding you through your courses and being able to help you as a full-rounded student. Now, within our 45 programs we currently have, they're split into 7 divisions that you see here: business and information technology, design, health and education, law enforcement, liberal arts and sciences, and our transfer pathways, manufacturing and construction, and transportation and mechanics. We're locally and nationally recognized for being a spectacular institution for our students, and also within certain programs. For example, within rncareers.org, we're rated #1 best nursing program in Minnesota. And that also counts 2-year colleges and 4-year colleges. So that is a huge thing for us. Within best value schools, we're recognized as the 3rd best paralegal associate's degree. And so this is just only a snapshot of what we've really been part of the community and also nationwide. We do have students come from Minnesota, from the Dakotas, Wisconsin, out of state, and even international level. Now, if this is an institution you might be interested in, we ask that you apply online, send in your high school transcript and college transcript if you have any, and come visit campus. Since it's October, we do waive that application fee, so it is free in October. And again, we do stress the importance of a campus visit so that we know and you know that this is the best fit for you. We want to make sure that you're at the right place and you will blossom and grow in this space. You will be able to also connect with instructors, see classrooms, the different labs and shops we have, and connect with us and with current students. Now, lastly, we do have an open house coming up on Saturday, October 30th, a day before Halloween. So I'm sure you guys can make it. From around 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please feel free to come with your parents, with your friends, come and carpool, and just see the different programs that we offer, connect with our instructors, connect with admissions, and connect with current students. All right, I'll go ahead and pass it over.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Gina Borges, and I am a recruitment officer and an alumni of the University of Winnipeg. So I'm super excited to share with you why coming across the border is a great option for you. So I will share my screen here and go. Okay. So we are, because I have several friends in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota, I know that we are about a 7-hour drive from your home. So we're not that far. So if you wanted an international experience, but still be close enough to go home for Thanksgiving, we are a great option. The University of Winnipeg offers a 3- and 4-year degree options. We offer honors bachelor's degrees as well. We have direct entry, which means you can start studying in your area of interest, as well as across faculties. We have 50+ program options in the faculties of science, arts, humanities, business and economics, and kinesiology. We have a student population of approximately 10,000. So we are a medium-sized institution. We have 1,500 international students from 90+ countries, and we have a graduate employment rate of 95.9% 2 years after graduation. The average student to professor ratio is 25:1. So as a former student of the University of Winnipeg, I cannot tell you how great that is, because the professors get to know you by name. You're not just a number here. and they can offer you opportunities to help them with their research, and which is often only offered to graduate level students, but you get that early on in your education. And also just that one-on-one direct time with your professors is invaluable. We are one of Canada's most affordable public universities. So the admission requirements for Minnesota applicants is that you complete grade 12 with a minimum C+ average among 5 academic subjects in your grade 12 level courses. We do not require SATs, ACTs, or personal statements. If you have dual credits, they can be transferred over and they will be assessed after you've submitted your application. We also offer transfer credits for IB and AP credits. So if you have completed AP or IB streams, there are scholarships for that. There's also scholarships for individual IB or AP credits that you choose to transfer. We do have a reciprocity agreement with Minnesota. So when you apply, if you show your proof of Minnesota residency, you would pay domestic student rates. A full year for domestic students, including books, tuition, pretty much everything but housing, is approximately $5,000 USD. So definitely an affordable option. Again, we have a lot of scholarships available. There's the President's Scholarship for World Leaders. It is a separate application from your admission application, well worth applying for, as it is a $5,000 value. And as I said earlier, we have AP and IB scholarships as well. And in your second, third, and fourth year, there are in-course awards. So if you're taking math, you can apply for a math scholarship, and lots of free money there as well. So I always recommend that people look up our scholarships on our website. So how to apply? You just need to go to uwinnipeg.ca/apply. You pay the application fee, which is approximately $90 American right now with the way the dollar is. And you'll submit your transcript, your high school transcript, and your proof of Minnesota residency. I know on my slide here it says language tests, but that's not for American students, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can check on your application throughout the application process. We do have on-campus living options. It's not obligatory that you live on campus, but if you choose to do so, it is an affordable option. We have single individual rooms, so you're never sharing a room, and there are private bathrooms in some options as well as a meal plan. Then we have campus-owned homes that you can share, kind of just like having roommates with shared common areas, and again, your private room. All of our campus options are a 2 to 5 minute walk to campus. So if you are interested in campus living, there is an application for that and a deposit just to ensure that you have your spot ahead of time. We have a ton of student groups, 55+ student groups that are focused on programs such as the Business Administration Student Association or the Education Student Association. I myself was part of the Psychology Students Association and Theater Students Association, but there are also social programs and such as CKUW, which is our campus radio, the Uniter, which is our campus newsletter, newspaper, the UWSA LGBTQ+ community, our bike lab. So if you're going to cycle to classes, they will tune up your bike for you. And there are just a ton of events and athletic opportunities on campus. And also we are a 5-minute walk from the MTS Center, which is where our NHL Winnipeg Jets hockey team often plays against the Minnesota Wild. And I won't tell you who I'm cheering for, but it's fun to come and watch. Lots of concerts and just awesome experience downtown campus. So if you have any questions, visit us on Instagram at uwinnipegrecruit. Thank you so much, and I'll hand it off.
Hi, hello. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see it. So my name is Alma Pisano Nofre. I am an admissions counselor at Augustana College. I'm also an alumni from Augustana College, so I think I'd have pretty good knowledge talking about my alma mater. So we're located in the Quad Cities, which is nestled right in the border of Iowa and Illinois. We're conveniently located in a metropolitan area. So what that means is that we have all these great hands-on opportunities for our students to get involved around their community. So our school is about 2,500 students. So it's not super big and it's not super small. So if you're looking for a school where you're not going to get super, you're not going to get lost in the crowd, but also you're not really going to know everyone, I think Augustana is a really great choice for you. Our average class size is 18 students. So you're really going to get that personalized education that you might be seeking personally. That's why I went to Augustana, out of many reasons, of course, but that was one of my top reasons. Again, our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. So really you're going to get that personalized education that you're seeking. We have over 90 areas of study. So, you know, if you want to study more than one thing, you totally can. I actually double majored in psychology and French. A lot of our students double or even triple major. So you have that opportunity. Because we are a liberal arts institution, we want you to have a holistic approach to your education, and we offer all these great opportunities and encourage you to take a variety of different classes and learn about many different things. We have over 150 clubs and organizations, so you can really get involved. We actually really encourage our students to get involved in our beautiful community, which is really awesome to talk about because that also means that we promote balance. So a lot of our students, yes, they're very involved in their education, but they're also involved in sports and extracurriculars. For example, one out of four students participate in performing arts ensembles and do theater and participate in the fine arts. Also, we're top 10 in all academic, all Americans. So basically what that means is that a lot of our students, again, keep that balance between school and academics because we promote that. At Augustana, we also have new majors such as a BS or Bachelor's of Science in Engineering, Kinesiology, and Data Analytics. Our top majors at Augustana are business, biology, education, psychology, and speech pathology. We actually have one master's program in speech pathology that is connected with our institution. So that's awesome. Another awesome thing that we do for our students is that we give them $2,000. We invest in you so that you can do internships, research, or study abroad or study away. Personally, I use mine to study in France. I know other people that have used their $2,000 to do internships in the state capital or go to Peru. Honestly, you can see the numbers here, and you can see, you know, what people have done with their money. So now we're going to talk about what we look for basically in our students. We look for rigor in our students. We want to see that they have, that they take challenging classes, that, you know, they challenge themselves to do better. We do look for a 3.0 and above and recalculated GPA. So again, we want to make sure that you're doing good and that you're successful in your classes. We also make sure that, you know, you're involved in your community and you have a life outside of just school, because, you know, we want you to have a life outside of school. So we want you to be involved in like volunteering, have a part-time job, athletics, you know, we want you to be involved. Another thing that we seek for is visits and interviews. So we want to get to know you essentially. So we really encourage you to visit our beautiful campus. It's beautiful in all 4 seasons, and set up interviews with your admissions counselor so that we can get to know you and we can see that, you know, you are going to fit in and that you're going to be successful in our campus, and just so we can help you fit in and grow basically at Augustana. Up here are some things that you should consider keeping in the back of your head. So like some dates, I'll just keep them up here for a few seconds. Okay, now we're going to talk about scholarships and financial aid. So our scholarships, we have merit-based scholarships that start at $24,000 for our first year and international students, and then $18,000 for our transfer students. We also have additional scholarships for our students that are talented in theater, music, and art. And other stuff, or other money that we award our students are campus visit grants. So if you go visit Augustana, you get $1,000. For filling out your FAFSA, you get $750. And then you get you could also get awarded a Justice and Social Change grant. So these are just some things to keep in the back of your head as well. And then here's some more information of our upcoming events that we would encourage you to please come and take a look at. And if you have any questions, please email me. Thank you.
Alan, you're muted.
Thanks. I'm next up, and I'm going to share a screen here.
Perfect.
And just 1 second. Okay, I'm going to keep this screen up while I'm talking just to give you a little information that you can write down. I'm Alan Meyer. I'm a Senior Associate Dean of Admission at Gustavus Adolphus College. I'm going to be talking about the college, but first and foremost, I want you to come away with the most important information, which is we encourage you to apply for admission, and it's free to apply to Gustavus. Our application is open, and it's also non-binding to apply to Gustavus. So if you're interested and serious about applying, we encourage you to apply, because if you're admitted, you don't have to pay anything up until May 1st. You can make a decision with all of the information in front of you, a full financial aid award, etc. Secondly, the most important thing to do is come and visit campus. And you see our website here on the screen. I would encourage you to go to the website, look at the admission portion of that, and set up either a virtual or a face-to-face visit. There are opportunities throughout the fall. You can personalize it. You can do a group visit. That's the most important way of learning more about Gustavus. I can tell you a lot of things today, but until you do a virtual or in-person visit, you haven't learned as close to as much as you can during those opportunities. Also check out the opportunities on Facebook, in Instagram and Twitter, etc. Check those out, but mainly use the website. Call or text me if after this presentation you're interested in learning more and have questions. I'd be glad to answer those, or feel free to email me too. So that's the most important thing you can take away from this presentation tonight. But let me give you a little bit of information about Gustavus. Gustavus is a national liberal arts college, consistently ranked in the top 80 national liberal arts colleges in the nation. We are about an hour south of Minneapolis-St. Paul, the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and just north of Mankato, Minnesota, in the town of St. Peter. We have 2,300 students coming from 42 states and 24 countries. Our average GPA is a 3.7 for incoming students, and our average ACT is a 28. But we're also a test optional school, and we've been test optional for more than 15 years now. So I think that really points to the fact that we are an inclusive and holistic admission school. So we really look at you as much more than a number. We're looking for a fit, someone who could come to Gustavus and be a part of the community, a contributing member of the community, and also take a lot away from being a part of that community too. So really a two-way street. A couple of different things that you probably want to know also, we have 72 different majors at Gustavus. So a lot of choices. You usually have about a year in most cases to make a decision and still be able to graduate in 4 years. Make a decision about your major, that is. 80% of our students graduate in 4 years or less. It's just assumed at Gustavus that you're going to do that in almost every area. So I think that talks a lot about the kind of support you receive, the advising you receive, and how people help you and are excited to see you be successful at Gustavus. Our average class size is 17 students. Also, you have about 50% of our students studying abroad or away in the United States or abroad before they graduate. And we have around 120 student organizations. So all of those things are important, but the most important thing I think is those numbers point to the fact that Gustavus is a really active place that attracts students who want to be a part of something and want to be active inside and outside the classroom. Also, 90% of our students live on campus. So again, we're attracting students who want to be a part of something and want to live where they're going to school, want to make their college experience their home away from home for 4 years. So I think that's a really important thing to know about Gustavus too. We're NCAA Division III. We offer 23 varsity sports. So again, NCAA Division III, we don't offer any sports scholarships, but we have an excellent athletic tradition. Also 13 club and 15 intramural sports. But we're also very much a fine arts oriented college, a real tradition in the fine arts. Almost half of our students, by the time they graduated, have participated in the fine arts, and scholarships are available in all of the fine arts areas: dance, theater, music, studio art, unrelated to whether or not you choose to major in that area. If you're planning on being involved, we encourage you to apply for a scholarship and audition once you get on campus. And all those fine arts areas are also majors if you choose to go that direction for your career too. So a couple other things that I think are important before I go back to those most important things. 90% of our students receive financial aid at Gustavus. So you should use our online aid calculator to learn more about that process. Go on our website under financial aid and fill out that 10 or 15 minute form, and that'll give you and your family a little bit of an idea of what you might be qualifying for in terms of financial aid and scholarships combined. But more than 90% of our students do receive financial aid. And I think the most important thing is to use our website. Go to the website and learn about things. You can send an email to a conductor of a music ensemble or a theater director or a coach, and they will respond to you and tell you more about their program. So I encourage you to be interactive with our website and learn more that way too. Finally, again, look at this screen, take down my name, my email address, use the phone numbers, etc., and the website, and that's the best way to ask us questions and learn more about all of that. Thanks for your time.
Your microphone is muted.
Sorry, guys. My name is Adam Berry. I'm an assistant director at Lawrence Technological University in Southfield, Michigan. We're located about 30 minutes north of Detroit, right here in Southfield, in metropolitan Detroit. We're a smaller university, about 3,000 students, about 2,000 undergraduates are on campus here in Southfield. But we're a fairly diverse campus. You can see about 37 states represented and about 50 different countries here on campus. The university prides itself on a very close-knit relationship that's built with the faculty. Beginning on the first day on campus, we admit directly into the program of study. So you would start with your faculty that are related to your program of study in that first semester, getting some guidance, getting some experience right away. You can see our average class size somewhere between 15 and 20. Our freshman classes usually top out between 20 and 23 students in a class there. The founders of the university put into place a model of theory and practice, and that kind of holds true today. We want to make sure that every student that you have the opportunity to get involved, actively participate in your education. You're going to work with faculty on industry-sponsored projects where we actually have partners come in who have real-world problems that they need solutions to, and you'll actually work with your colleagues within the class setting and produce results and turn that back over. We also have $1 million for research funding for our undergraduate students only. So those will take place within your core classes within the general education courses at the university. So if you're in physics or in chemistry, calculus, you'll actually have faculty there that'll help you build out some research projects within your first couple of years at Lawrence Tech as well. And as a tech school, we want to make sure that you have the most technologically advanced things possible. So we offer you a laptop upon enrollment at the university. It has all the software that you need catered directly to your major already on your laptop and installed. It's industry spec software, so you're going to use exactly what you would use upon graduation when you go into your professional program. We obviously want you to have an experience on our campus. We have 4 different residence halls that you be able to live in. About half of our students, about 1,000 of our undergrads, live on campus. You can see the picture there of East Hall, which opened in fall of 2018. Houses all of our first-year students. But then we have 3 additional residence halls where you can stay on campus. We want to make sure you're actively engaged, you're transitioning well, you're getting connected with other students. So there's 100 different student groups and activities that you can get involved with, everything from Greek letter organizations, athletics. You can do things in special interest groups. Really, the sky's the limit on anything you want to do in college. We're open to that. So just have an opportunity to get engaged and meet some as well. The athletics programs at the university are NAIA, so you can compete at the college level, continue on with that. You can earn some athletic funding from that as well. The newer programs there are in competitive cheer, the esports team, track and field. Obviously, you want to check out ltuathletics.com if you have interest in playing on one of those teams. That way you can connect with our coaching staff over there. For an admissions process at Lawrence Tech, you'd want to submit in your application. Again, we're one of those schools participating, so you can apply for free in October. But then get in your high school transcripts. We evaluate those based on the rigor of your courses, core courses in math, social sciences, natural sciences, language and literature coursework, form our decision-making process in terms of academics. And then we ask you to write an essay, but don't get creeped out about that. We just are trying to figure out who you are beyond the academics. So write a little bit about yourself, tell us your story. Think of it as a conversation with the admissions counselor at Lawrence Tech. I'm not your English teacher. I'm not grading it. I just want to know who you are a little bit more. And of course, as everyone at the moment, we're test optional for fall 2022. So SAT and ACT are optional. Just submit those if you want to have those in your file for supplemental information, but not needed for a decision or scholarships at the university. Speaking of which, this page lays out some of the costs of attendance at Lawrence Tech. We expect a normal cost of attendance for a student to be between $46,000 and $48,000 per year, depending on the program you're studying in at the university. And most of our students are getting some form of aid from the institution as well. Our scholarships are automatically reviewed for all admitted students. The academic scholarships are based on the rigor of your curriculum, what kind of opportunities you've taken advantage of, whether it's AP, IBHL coursework, if you've done dual enrollment. All of that will factor into our scholarship decision as well. Those can range from $4,500 up to $16,000 per year for the merit-based scholarship. And then you can add on a second scholarship. You can see in the column there, there's a number of ways to earn scholarship funding. For our out-of-state students, they're automatically reviewed for the National Blue Devil Scholarship, which is $5,000 per year, and it's, again, renewable for 4 years. We, of course, are known for the professional nature of the university. We want to make sure the students instantly know what career track they're going into, where your direction is that you're heading into. So we're going to offer you the opportunity for co-ops and internships. Some of those students are doing those even after their first year at the university, and definitely by the end of their second year. We have the flexibility to allow you to do those while you're still enrolled. So you could take evening courses with Lawrence Tech and work in the Metro Detroit area during the day, earning some of those practical experiences along the way as well. So definitely take advantage. About 86% of the students at the point of graduation already have a job within their field or going on to graduate school. So we know that's a great opportunity for you. We have the academic programs that are listed out here. So blue is bachelor's and the green is master's. And look at that. At any point on our website, the contact information is there for us, and just go to ltu.edu/visit to check out any of the opportunities to connect with Lawrence Tech. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much to all of our presenters. That was wonderful information. To our students and families attending, I hope everyone learned maybe at least one new thing this evening. We have about, let's see, 5 minutes left. So I'm going to ask all of our presenters if you would please come back on your cameras. And we're going to do one round, just one quick little Q&A question to send us home for the evening. We'll go in the order that everybody presented in. So we'll start with St. Cloud State first. And the question for everyone will be, what is one piece of advice you would give someone who's going through the college search process?
Thank you. So I think the most important thing to always think about is to make sure that when you go and visit these college, that you feel that this is you, that you feel like this is the right school, that I feel like it fits for you. Now you are actually choosing these campuses. You're going to be deciding the next 4 years of where you're going to be studying, living at. So it's important to make the feel of how the campus feels for you and as well as the city. So it's so important that for you to go and actually visit the actual campus and get that feel. Can you see yourself being a student here, walking here, taking classes here, living for the next 4 years? So that would be my advice for all the students here today.
Yes, that was super important. I was going to say that, but my second advice I would share with students is to make a plan, have a schedule. What's the agenda? A lot of it is applying and then looking for scholarships and doing the FAFSA. So you have a lot of resources, a lot of players and coaches on your side with you, us as recruiters, as admission reps, also your teachers, your counselors, your guidance office, right? There's a lot of people. So definitely feel free to reach out to them. Don't be afraid, because we're all here to help you. That would be my advice.
Excellent. Yes, I would like to echo both of those, absolutely. I'd also like to say that for me, I believe an important aspect would be a small class size, that extra sort of one-on-one attention with professors, doing their research projects, helping them with that, and looking for an environment that has a lot of opportunities to be involved with extracurricular things as well. So student groups and so forth. Just because your university life should not just be academics.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going to go off of what all of y'all said. Yes, really do your research. Yes, visit, because essentially, yes, you're going to be here for 4 years, and you need to make sure that you're comfortable where you're going to be. Essentially, yes, that is going to be your home away from home. So do your research. What do you want in your campus environment? Do you want to be somewhere that is big? Do you want to be somewhere that is small? Like, look around the community. Also talk to students, because yes, your admissions counselors are going to tell you, how wonderful it is, and the people who give you tours. But also, when you're on your tours, stop and talk to students. They can give you firsthand experiences and perspectives that you might not get to hear otherwise. So really just try to connect and do your research, and yes, visit, So go ahead.
My advice would be to communicate with the schools that you apply to. Don't wait for them to communicate with you. Reach out to them, email, phone, text. And if you have any question, or if you're worried about a deadline, or if you're worried about how to do something, reach out to the colleges. They're interested in talking with you. They will answer your questions. Rather than be worried and unsure, reach out to the colleges and communicate. That will make you feel much more secure about the process.
And my advice is stupid nerdy from being in this profession far too long. Take notes. When you're on those visits, when you're talking with people, take some notes. And then as you're trying to wrap your head around what all these different pieces are going to be, write down the pros and cons. Like, keep a short list so that what was the real spark while you were on the one campus versus the other one. So that way, when you have time to go back and reflect, you're talking to your parents, things like that, that you have something you can reference. So take some good notes.
I like that one. That's a great one to end our evening on. Thank you so much once again for everyone for joining us this evening, students, families, attendees, and especially all of our presenters. When you close this window, attendees, there will be a link to a very, very quick, I promise, 5-question survey. If you're willing to provide any feedback, we would very greatly appreciate it. There are more sessions happening tomorrow evening. So if you are interested, please check the schedule and sign up for some more sessions. And then last reminder, you will be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Minnesota. And that brings us to a close for the evening. So everyone.
Stephanie, I have one question for you before you leave too.
Okay, wonderful. I will try and get in touch with you, Alan, because once I close this, it'll shut down the whole webinar. So
Great. Okay.
yeah. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. It was great attending, and students, we wish you the absolute best of luck in your college search process.